It's not an acronym. Each letter doesn't stand for a particular word. Move means just that, to move, to be active, to generate. It means not to stagnate. You know how horrible stagnant.
Right, guys. What does the acronym MOVE stand for?
It's not an acronym. Each letter doesn't stand for a particular word. Move means just that, to move, to be active, to generate. It means not to stagnate. You know how horrible stagnant water is, how it smells when it stagnates? Well, that same principle applies to all life. Life is made to move. And that's where the name came from, the MOVE organization, because our belief is life, all of life, without any kind of separation. And life, part of the whole definition of life, is to move, to be active, to generate.
Can you describe who MOVE was and is?
Okay. The MOVE organization is a revolutionary organization. We're a family of revolutionaries. We were founded in the early 1970s, like 1971, by a black man called John Africa. And John Africa brought people together from all different races, religious beliefs, social, economic backgrounds, and brought us together, and in giving us one common belief, which is life, respecting, being protective of and reverent of life, anything that's alive. John Africa made us a family, a revolutionary family. And what makes us revolutionary is the fact that we are really the only people, the only family that respects all of life without separation. And there are animal activists, but even they make separations, They like puppies and cats and even wild cats and various animals, but there are certain species of life that they, don't do anything about, don't care about. Anything that's alive comes from one source. That is Moo's belief. This is what John Africa teaches us. Anything that's alive comes from one source, the source of life, the mother of life, Mama Nature. And if you can see and understand that all life comes from one source, then how can it be different? How can any one species of life be more or less important than any other species of life? Every species of life, everything that's alive, has its work to do, its importance in the whole scheme of life. And just because we may not be able to understand it or see it or interpret it doesn't mean that any species of life doesn't have a purpose. It should be exterminated, it should be done away with, or, exceptions be made to imprison, enslave, brutalize, No, all life comes from one source, and that is Moo's belief. That is what makes us revolutionary, because those running the system that we live in, those that believe in it and endorse it and push it, they don't believe in life. They believe in air pollution rather than the air. They believe in water pollution rather than water. They believe in soil pollution rather than the strong, fertile productivity of the soil that feeds all life. That's what makes us revolutionary.
Were you one of the original MOVE members?
No, I wasn't. In fact, I'm one of the last MOVE members. Me and two of my sisters are the three last MOVE members. All of my sisters and brothers were in MOVE long before I was, from the early 70s. I didn't encounter MOVE until 1979. I had heard about MOVE, read newspaper articles about MOVE, but I had not met a MOVE person until 1979.
When and why did you join MOVE, and how did it change your life?
Good question. Well, I was raised Catholic. I went to Catholic school from 1st to 12th grade. Uh, when I graduated high school, I got a so-called good job at the Philadelphia Electric Company. And I was heading toward becoming a lawyer. My mother always told me, you can be whatever you want to be a doctor, be a lawyer, you can be what you want to be. And I was never into blood and guts too much, so I started leaning toward the legal system. I went to Temple University, and I got a Bachelor of Arts in Political Science and an associate degree in criminal justice. I was leaning toward that. In fact, when I first really met MOVE, I was getting ready to go to law school. I was graduating from Temple, and I was getting ready to go to law school. And I got a work-study program. In other words, you work and you get credit for the job that you do. And the job that I got was initially with Community Legal Services. It's a free legal aid society in Pennsylvania. And the woman that was like my immediate supervisor, she assigned me to work with this housing group, a group that assisted tenants who were having problems with their landlords. Water is how it smells when it stagnates. Well, that same principle applies to all life. Life is made to move, and that's where the name came from, the MOVE organization, because our belief is life, all of life, without any kind of separation. And life, part of the whole definition of life is to move, to be active, to generate.